Welcome to Mind Your Business, the channel where we are in everybody's business. If you don't mind getting in people's business, you're on the right channel. Talking about current topics and gossip. Hey, my nosy people. Well, go on. I hope everyone is blessed. I want to say a big thank you to all my new subscribers. Welcome to Nosy People Them Crew. And if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Click the subscribe button. Anyway, I came on here to talk about sisters. So we know from last week, Sabrina was out with her date. I believe his name Dexter, the rich African. And of course, at that point, they were out and Calvin, of course, pops up. Don't know how he knew she was there, but he pops up, of course, with his little salty self to come and throw shade and bitchy comments as he does. Instead of just being a grown man and just saying, you know what, I see what you're doing and, leave with some dignity. No, he's there, throwing shots and, Dexter's asking him to leave the restaurant, saying it's his restaurant. And then obviously he's throwing more shade about, you've got a dude with money. Just like Calvin, just go away. Even though your behaviour is like a woman, like it's just ridiculous. You need to go and reevaluate your life and really come to terms with who you maybe really are at the core, because I'm definitely with Danny on this one, and with Maurice, and with obviously Q, because everyone also thinks you're gay too. So maybe it's just that you don't realise that you're gay. Perhaps. Also, I find this whole, his kind of attitude towards Sabrina quite ridiculous. Now let's look at Calvin and Sabrina's relationship as a whole, right? I mean, to me, it's red flag after red flag after red flag here. What do I mean? Well, let's start. Because to me, Calvin is a big time joker. Because wasn't the other day where you guys had problems? Because obviously there's been problems, from the panty problems to the using her vibrator issue and the, there's a whole list of issues with these two, right? And then in all their issues when they've, broken up or come back together again, and then they sleep together and make up again, and then he goes off and sleeps with the white girl who apparently he's been sleeping with for years. This is the day after you just slept with Sabrina, because obviously you're not exclusive, and then you're kind of in your feelings because she didn't go exclusive with you. It's just a whole mess. And now that she's gone on a date, you haven't come and found her, in bed or just stepping in the room naked like she found you. You just found her on a date with a guy and you're losing your rag. Like, just get it together. She just needs to just lock that door on him and say adios. Bye. Ain't nothing else to say to Calvin. Anyway, Sabrina and her date look like they got along very well. After Calvin's interruption, they seem to get along well. Yeah, so they got back on track. That was fine. So Zach got out of jail. But we see that he's standing outside the jail. But he's standing outside the jail for the entire episode, because we know Tyler Perry's episodes do move at ridiculously slow rates. Pretty sure snails move faster. Zach is still outside. Jake got him out and he hasn't got his phone, so he still can't call Fatima. So that's one issue, of course. You've got Karen, who's just storming around. She's ends up storming up to Andy's apartment to go and rant about Zach and the fact that these people are after him, and moan about the fact that she drove herself over to his house and saw his woman. Yeah, it's his woman, and you're upset about it, and she's still in her feelings, as we know, and going on about it's his baby and she don't want her baby's father to go in and out of jail. We don't know that it's his baby anyway. We haven't done the full tests. Aaron is still in the picture. I don't know why she can't get this into her mind. I don't understand it. Whilst I can understand the fact that she's poured a lot into this relationship, if we do look back at the relationship, from what we can see, he cheated on her. She had problems with him. So I don't understand why she's pining after him, apart from the fact that obviously Fatima has got a better version. But like Danny told her, he decided to be a better version for her and not for you, Karen. So as hard as that might sound, move your backside on. Obviously, Andy is having a date with Gary. She invites him up to the apartment that he bought for her to tell him that Robin is coming to town, and she's invited him to stay with her just to see his face, really, and to see what his reaction was. He was quite cool and calm. We know Gary has got his little dark side, but he seems to keep that in check and acted kind of blasé and saying that he's quite comfortable basically in his manhood, knowing that, you know, he's better than Robin and Robin can't touch him, and he basically knows her better than anyone, and all the usual chat that he comes with. But of course, Andy's sitting there smiling and entertaining it. The other point I want to speak about as well is Maurice. Now, Maurice, you know, he's a little sassy guy. Like, I like him. He is shady. He cracks me up, right? But this whole falling for Q rubbish to me is nonsense. Like, you should have just called the police, make them pick up his backside, take him elsewhere. The man nearly cost you your job. The man held you up with a gun. All kinds of foolishness went down, but you're still entertaining this man. But this man is sleeping outside your house. Calvin apparently feels sorry for him. You then go invite him into your house and he tries to seduce you. It's just nonsense. But of course, the nonsense will continue. Karen, like I said, Karen popped up on Danny. Danny's at home smoking a spliff, watching her TV, chilling out. And of course, Karen comes with her little miserable self and very much bad wig. I mean, Karen's supposed to be a hairstylist. And I'm like, why is her hair looking jacked up? And she's supposed to be a hairstylist. Surely this isn't good advertising. Anyway, I digress. So Karen pops up onto Danny, you know, to go on about Zach, and she can't let him go. And I'm so glad that Danny tells her she needs to let it go. You know, she's talking about she wants to get him back. You don't want to test Fatima, because Fatima's out there busting Hayden's windows and trying to find out where the hell her man is and why, you know, he's been arrested. Although I don't agree with that, I must say, okay, the initial beatdown that she arranged for him, I could understand, because at that point he was, you know, Hayden was acting out of control, right? But in this case, because you don't really have any evidence, Fatima should not be running around busting out people's windows without evidence, yeah? But what was interesting, obviously, after she's busted out his Mercedes windows, he's gone running into his house and she's run after him. Who is in the yard? Gary. So I'm glad to see that Fatima is now seeing that obviously those two are connected. What they say, who knows? But we know that she ain't stupid. But with her not being stupid, her going and busting windows was a bit of an emotional reaction, and very stupid too, because he could easily call the police on her. While she works in a law firm, she is not above the law. Now, I do like Fatima. I like her character, but I feel like you got to watch yourself. I feel like we're going to see more to her, because she's got her little cray-cray side to her. Like, that will do this type of thing. But yeah, I still think it's still moving a bit slow. I feel like for next season, I hope that Tyler Perry speeds up a bit. I know it's meant to be kind of like a, you know, soap opera type thing. But why is it going to be so drawn out? I like some of what's happening, but we just need a little bit more pace. I keep saying it every week, a bit more pace. But anyway, what do you guys think? What do you think of the setup and how it's all been going? What do you think about the Karen storyline? Let me know your thoughts below. Yes, so thanks for watching that. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share, and hit that notification bell so you know when I am uploading some more of people's business. So until then, my nosy people, stay blessed.